Stephen, to add a propane filling station at 289 West Main Street. Representing the applicant.
Steve Esposito, Associates, representing Goshen Car Wash. Owner Paul LeDuc is with us. We met him last time. And just very briefly, Paul recently purchased the Goshen Car Wash located on West Main Street. And the day he purchased it, he's been working diligently on it. And for those of you who have driven by it or familiar with the neighborhood, he's done made quite an improvement there and continues to do so. One of the things that he is proposing in his redevelopment of the site is he would like to have a propane fueling station. The tank is it's called a 100-gallon tank, but it's really called a 1,000-gallon tank. It's where we proposed it. It meets all the federal, state, and local requirements with regards to setback. There's certain safety standards that need to be in place with regards to security, and those are also being proposed. And the last time we were here, you asked us to go see the fire chief, and you have a memo at my meeting of that.
Would you read that for the public?
That is correct. Thank you for taking your time out of your schedule to review the plan for the proposed site amendment of Goshen Car Wash. Specifically, we reviewed the location of the 1,000-gallon liquid propane filling station. It is my understanding that there are no direct concerns from you or the department, conditioned upon the following: that the tank filling apparatus and accessory equipment be manufactured in accordance with national, state, and industry safety standards. That the location and the installation meet all state building code standards which regulate such structures. The employees that will be filling the tanks be adequately trained for such activities and required safety protocols. That the facility be fenced in and access will be limited to appropriately trained employees. Access will also be locked at night for security purposes. And 3 6-inch steel diameter bollards be installed between the security fence and the existing asphalt pavement to prevent vehicular damage. Upon your concurrence of the above, I would like to forward a summary of this discussion to the planning board. Thank you very much, Steve Esposito. Later, Chief Coleman writes, looks good, thank you.
Thank you. Any comments?
Yes, and just what I'd like to also say is, and you know, for the neighbors that are here, you know, Paul said publicly and continues to say is he wants to be a good neighbor. You know, I don't normally get called by some of our elected officials on site plan amendments, but there's obviously some concern. And so Paul and I met with representatives of Yankee Propane, and what we're proposing now is to actually bury the tank. There are thousands and thousands of buried tanks 10 feet away from structures all over outside of the building. As a matter of fact, I did bring a handout. Basically, this is
these advanced ones.
It's a schematic that shows minimum setbacks. Basically, the tank that's buried has to be, if it's a 2,000-gallon or less tank, it has to be a minimum of 10 feet from the structure, 10 feet from anything that may be called ignition, such as a air conditioner, electric box, those types of things. What we're proposing is to bury the tank in the proposed location to mitigate, you know, some of the concerns of the neighbors. And that's basically we've gone to the fire chief. We reviewed it with him. You know, he's pretty much gave us the okay above ground. And Paul's taking the extra step and great expense to bury the tank to further mitigate concerns of safety.
The type of tank is designed and approved to be in the ground?
Yes.
Is that it, Stephen?
Yes.
Okay, I'd like to open this up to the public. We'd like to have your comments, questions? Please raise your hand and give us your name.
My name is
Sir?
Markowitz. I live at 21 Wayne Street, behind the North Park. And I have this quote, which coincidentally came out of the chief's truck. The problem I have, again, it's nice to hear it's going to be buried, but according to the NFPA, which is this is the Emergency Response Guideline 2008, which I'll gladly give to you guys if you want to see it, carried in every apparatus in Goshen Fire District, including all 3 chief's cars. If there's any kind of a spill, there's an immediate evacuation area of 330 feet. And my problem, and my neighbor's problem, is I'm kind of nervous about living in any evacuation zone. You know what I mean?
What is the
Well, this is the 2008 version of the Emergency Response Guidebook. I have the pertinent areas marked. I would gladly give it to you. It's carried in every apparatus that goes from Fire District, including all 3 chief's cars. This is the reference that we use when something goes wrong. Okay? Again, it's nice that the tank is going to be buried. The fact is, it's going to be there, and the fact also remains that I'm within that 330 feet. Let's not even go into the half-mile downwind thing if it actually does go bad. It's a major spill. And these are, I'm not making this up, fellas. You know, this is our problem. Well, we're afraid of it. We really are. And I don't know what you can do to make propane, you know, that's it. And again, I'd like to add that all of the neighbors have come out, again, in 2 meetings in a row, unanimously opposed this thing. And it doesn't mean anything. Why do you send us a letter? Anyway.
Thank you, sir. Anyone else? Yes, sir.
Vince Rusty, 2 Center Street.
What is your name, sir?
2 Center Street. How far away is this tank going to be from neighbor's property?
From the property
Can I reach it with my hand and fill my tank?
No, not with that length of arm.
You know, this is not safe. I don't know if you fellas heard about the accident years ago over in Florida where the guy was filling the tank and he's not with us anymore. That's how, you know, he did it to himself. You can check that out at the Florida Fire District. Chester had a bad one in Park Gas where my cousin got burned bad. So I don't think this is a good location for your material to be either in the ground. If anything happens in the ground, my house is gone.
Any other comments?
I just have a quick question. Is this going to be, Joel Markowitz, Wickham, is this going to be vaulted, the in-ground installation?
No. They're not vaulted, right? What do you say?
Is it going to be vaulted?
Vault, concrete vault put on top of the tank.
No.
Or will the tank be within a vault?
I'm sorry, Bill Elwood from Yankee Propane. There's concrete pads poured under the tank where the tank is actually strapped down, so there's no possible raising up through the ground. There will also be concrete over a portion of the tank for the pumping apparatus, the metering apparatus, as well as the scale. As far as everybody's concerns, I don't know what the gentleman means by somebody was filling a tank and he's no longer with us. I mean, there's got to be more to it than that. I don't quite understand why people are so opposed to it. As far as accidents, I mean, in the 330-foot radius, I mean, how many houses have been damaged? I mean, did you look that up? I mean,
we don't want to be the first one.
Excuse me.
I mean, propane itself, like I said in the last meeting, dissipates. It mixes with air and gets beyond its combustible limitations. Now, on this particular site, when I looked at it too, propane is heavier than air. All these houses are up higher than the propane tank. So these people that are up higher are not even really concerned. Propane is going to sink to the ground and travel out towards the front if there is some type of an incident. So I'm not quite sure, you know, that there's really a problem with these homeowners. That they may be have their concerns, you know, in the wrong direction.